We are here at Blank Reel Studios, and our band spotlight for today is with CFA. Thank you guys for doing the interview with C Squared, presented by Disarray magazine.
Thank you guys for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, so I always like to start off by telling us who you are and what you do for the band.
I'm Adrian. I play the guitar and then, pretty much guitar, and I sing.
Yeah, my name's Ariel. I play the drums, sometimes sing whenever I choose to, I guess.
So how would you describe your sound to new fans?
It's like, I guess it's rock, punk, and everybody, like, a lot of people hear different things in it, which is great, because our influences do, like, span a lot of the music scene. So some people hear Melvins, some people hear Soundgarden, it's around that area, and then some people are like, oh, this is like that 80s punk, and I was like, yeah, and I mean, it just shows you, even like with the music that we recorded, like, we're doing Bob Dylan covers on our first recordings, you know, so it's all over the place. So it's rock.
Yeah, it's always difficult when people ask me. I'm going. The easiest thing I tell them is like 90s rock, but a little bit heavier and more punk, I guess. But then even then, I feel like I don't know if it's true, but that's like the closest for me to like generally say, you know, it's always a difficult question because I don't want to be too like, oh yeah, I'm punk rock or something, you know, I don't want to be too like, so I was telling them like 90s rockish sounding with like more punk influence.
us when your band formed?
Our band formed pretty much during our high school years. That's really when, like, among our like friends group, where we started seeing other bands do it, and it kind of brings it up to you that it's like, oh, then I can do it. So I remember that we specifically had like a little like MP3 thing, and this was when MP3s came out that recorded, and we recorded like a few songs, and people are like, oh, this sounds okay, right? And that's kind of what started the band.
And mind you, I think the band was like 8 people. It was literally a collection of people not knowing how to play any instrument. Saying, hey, we're all in the band. Everybody wants to be a rock star. So like it wasn't really a band. It was more like a collection. And we started playing and slowly started getting less and less. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then we finally had like an actual band, like right after high school. It was like 4 people, I guess. Right. I was singing guitar. We had a bass player. We had a drummer. We had that for maybe 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
And then we like stopped. There's a lot of stopping in our timeline. And then we had a new version. I think it was like 3 of us. It was like a bass, guitar, then drums. Oh, I was bass. I don't even know where my timeline goes. So then we went to bass, guitar, drums, and then we stopped again. And then we lost our bass player, so then I had to learn how to play drums. And then COVID happened, so we stopped again. And it's been like 2.5 years since we started again playing.
Yeah, pretty frequently. And this is like still practicing, or like, I don't even want to call it practicing, like just jamming out realistically. So we never kind of lost the development side of music, but literally the playing it in front of people and stuff like that, that's the stuff that kind of got halted.
You never wanted to pick up another band member because so many of the stops, or you guys just like keeping it amongst yourself?
Honestly, like, this is where, since everything was pretty organic on how we, got people to begin with, as you lose people, it's like that's an organic process too, especially as you get older. So we never seeked another member or anything like that. So this is how literally the 2 people who are forced to stand each other are left. right?
Yeah, I think, and on top of us knowing each other for a very, very long time, like us being family, you put up with a lot more, right? I think the difficult part is getting somebody new, and you don't really have any history with them or anything like that. It might not be the best thing for the band currently. Right now, I think everything's working. We have our lives and our schedules that allow us to play as many shows that we're doing right now, and I think we're so in sync that we could play a show, then we could literally just pick up, make new music, and like not having to need like so much time available outside of our normal lives to make it work, right? And right now we're so in sync. Like I think if we add somebody else, it might throw everything off. Right. Especially right now since at least I feel like we're building some sort of momentum. I mean, it feels like that way. Who knows? So
I think we'll be playing like at Sizzlers if we keep this pace up. So yeah.
50% off sounds good enough for me.
Discount when that happens, right?
Maybe seniors the only reason we'll get a discount.
So was the band always called CFA?
This goes back to that moment where we recorded those, and I remember it was like an acoustic songs, and it wasn't on an MP3 player, it was on a camera, out of all things, but the camera recorded sound, and our friend Carlos, who didn't play any instrument, didn't really dabble in much besides like writing and stuff like that. He mentioned the band name, right, Cherry Flavored Antacids, and that's what we started, just rolled with that, and then it just whittled down to those 3 letters, and that's it. CFA.
Yeah, I think it quickly whittled down 3 letters because it was easier to write like on flyers and stuff and tell people CFA instead of like Cherry Flavored Antacids. So I think we never really actually went with the whole long name, right? Yeah. It was always just CFA.
There's a bit of vagueness to it too, obviously.
A lot of people ask you like, what does it mean? And you could tell them.
How do you explain it to them? Because I mean, just depends on the the era that you're talking to, right?
Yeah. And like for the longest time, there's like this. I mean, because the name felt so, I don't want to say unserious. As you start building a momentum, and you're like, and as musicians, you start like, oh, this song means a lot to me or whatever. Then you start getting a little bit embarrassed about your choices that you made previously. So you're like, yeah, it's CFA. It's like, come up with whatever you want to, right? And now we're slowly owning it a little bit back again.
Yeah, I think for, like he said, for a while it was more like we wouldn't tell people and be like, oh, it doesn't really have a meaning or anything. But now it's like, I think we gotten more comfortable with it, and like we don't really care. We're going, yeah, it's cherry flavored antacids. But like, yeah, you do develop some sort of like consciousness, like, hey, we're actually trying to sing about stuff. We're actually trying to add cherry flavored antacids with like a little high school name where you're going like, this sounds cool and funny. Like, let's do it.
Especially I mean, I don't want to say we suck, but it's still like, it's like if you're not the greatest, and then you have like a very convoluted name too. It's like, these guys, even their name sucks.
But you did take it from a good example,
Exactly.
right? So I mean, that's the main thing, is that if you know, you know.
Exactly.
And I mean, even with your,
for the viewers.
yeah, and even with your music, if you know, you know, because some of those riffs are in that too.
Oh yeah.
And that's, I can tell that's a big inspiration for you guys too.
Massive inspiration.
Massive. It's not even big. It's massive.
It was it's those funny things for like with anybody. There's like some things that just hit you at the right time and right place in life, and like that band was that.
Yeah.
Especially for me, it was just like,
Yeah, I think it was like late 90s, like 99.
Yeah.
We saw like a documentary that kind of featured a small portion of them, and that, for some reason, that small portion like flipped the switch for us, right, in music. It was just like the right time, the right, whatever visual, whatever music was blaring out, you're going like, oh, what the hell is this? And it just like opened up, and then that opened up the world to like punk, to like everything else, and it just like floodgates went open, right? It was like the right time going into teenage years. All of a sudden, everything's like you're searching for what you want with music, and it just clicked, right? And then the message that punk drove, that band drove, was like, it just.
Trying to say what that band was? You guys gonna
Nirvana. we're gonna keep it a secret. I know. I didn't know we wanted to keep it, so I kept on going. Like, I'm not gonna mention.
What album from them do you like? Because I'm like, I know which one it is.
the audience is just like, just say it. God damn it, just say it. I mean, really, the song that made that change is, and once again, going back to it, it was a Green Day VH1 thing, but like for like a brief 10 seconds, they had like and then Smells Like Teen Spirit came out, or Nirvana came out, and then they were trying to kind of build up the story of Green Day, and it was just that bit where and because we didn't have no knowledge of it, it was like, what's that?
Yeah, and it's crazy, right? Because you're like, we're looking at it because of Green Day, and we're kind of like interested a little bit, but it didn't really like change our. But then like that 10-second portion blew our mind, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what's this?
And then you took it back an album, and you learned about Bleach.
Oh yeah,
seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
So even then, I didn't know about that band or Nirvana for like a long time, and it wasn't until like, I swear, like 6-7 months later that we came across the album in like New Mexico, of all places. We were visiting
Roswell.
family, and it wasn't at Walmart. It wasn't like a boutique thing, but still, it was like, oh, that's that, and it was like, oh yeah, it just completely changed everything.
Because we saw it, and like it opened up, and we're going, oh, this band, we need the name, but we didn't really have access to a computer or anything to like go and look for it, right? And we didn't have the means to go like, oh, let me go buy it at a record store. We grew up pretty modest. Like when we first came over, like it was literally like a trailer park home with like 2 to 3 families living at a single time, right? Sometimes it was just another family with us, and it's literally sharing one room on a two bedroom little trailer. I mean, I think that's most immigrant stories, right? They come over here, try to do better. We slowly get better and better, and you hope for the best. But like that's how we start, right? So we didn't have the means to go and just like Google search this or that, or go buy an album. So like you said, like we literally were like somewhere super far away visiting family. We ended up going to Walmart and just like browsing through and go, oh, this is that band, this is the album, So it's pretty amazing how things kind of just fall in place.
Yeah.
So what other influences do you guys go off of?
I mean, with Nirvana, a lot of influence opens up, like we mentioned earlier. So like into punk, Big Black, Wire, Sonic Youth, Bob Dylan, like I mentioned earlier, even going into like Skip James, some of the Delta Blues stuff. That's stuff I love too. And then new stuff. I mean, Viagra Boys, we mentioned earlier, went off the, when we're just starting this conversation. And
I think a lot of the American like hardcore bands like Fugazi, right, Minor Threat, like a lot of that influence, like I think at least it's influenced like our mindset, right? Like this should be DIY, this should be like community driven. So like I think we kind of at least hope to embody that and like help out other bands. And I think that shows, at least showcase. I think for us, it's like music. It's not just this is our sound, right? Like what attitude we're bringing, what are we bringing to the scene, what are we bringing to other people's. I think everything has shaped us, right? Like you said, we going back to Delta Blues, going to like Blue Reed, Velvet Underground scene, right? Avant-garde type music. Like we love everything. Rap, R&B, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Eminem. I'm all for that. I got tattoos of like rap artists. I got I'm getting tattoos of like Mexican artists, right? So like we grew up a lot with Mexican music, so a lot of corridos and stuff. Like they tell stories of people, folklore, right? Yeah, like Bukis, Theater de Norte, like everything's punk rock in a way. Because even like those old the Delta Blues, it told stories of people that were fighting the system, right? Some sort of oppression. Same thing with Mexican. They tell stories of people that were fighting something or for something, right? So I think all that, even though it sounds different, everything is like intertwined to like a struggle or for like a people, right? And like we should come out as a community. It's venturing a little bit out of what the music is about, but I think it like is all encompasses, right? Everything together. At least for me, it's like it helped drive me to what my mentality is, and not just this is the way we should sound. It's like this is the way we should be as a band. This is the way we should act, right?
So I saw a video where you guys were playing at a skate park on the back of your truck. How did you guys come up with this idea, and when did you come up with this idea?
So we didn't came up with it completely. I'm going to shout out to another local band called Sonar. So they started playing in the back of their truck, right? So we decided to take that idea and kind of refined it a little bit. So I built like a stage for the back of my truck with like monitor stands, and it's pretty cool. Like, but we essentially took that and then we said, okay, we're driving out to like San Francisco. We're gonna go Vegas, San Diego, farther places. Why not play before, right? Go to a skate park, go anywhere, pull up, get that extra one person listen to our music, that two persons, right? Like we're already out there, we're already driving 3, 4, 6 hours, 8 hours. Might as well go play, take the music, and hopefully people will enjoy it.
Which I guess, I don't know if you saw in the video, but I think they kind of did. At least it was pleasant music to walk by, right?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people were like giving us the thumbs up, recording us. Like it was pretty. It was at first it was a little nerve wracking because they're pulling up. You're going like, are they gonna call the cops on this? We're like, who are these people come pulling up? But they ended up like liking it, and like people went up. This young lady started singing with us, like random lyrics. It was pretty cool. Like she just started singing. It was a pretty like. Once you see her, I was like looking, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I was down there.
Did you guys play a whole set? Or
yeah. We played around like 20 minutes. But
also let everyone know too that you guys don't practice.
No, and that's another thing too. I was gonna add too for like favorite song. I don't think we usually try to like new songs and like songs from our new EP. We try to throw it in there just because they're newer, and some of our old songs. But we never have a set list either. We literally just play and then like whatever. Because sometimes the songs change because we do have like some faster songs, some heavier songs, slower songs. So like if there's a crowd where it's like faster songs are like try to keep the momentum up, right? So we'll change it up. So we never really actually go in with a set list. I think we've done set lists like twice in our whole So we're like the most unorganized band you guys could probably ever think of. No practice, no set list.
guys have been a band for a while. You had a lot of different members come and go. Knowing yourselves today, what advice would you give your younger selves?
That's a really interesting question. Yeah. I guess it's tough to say, but just probably just enjoy the moments as just for what they are, because like one thing we've learned is that everything is so fleeting, right? And even as we're in our point where we're as as elderly as we are, and I use the word elderly as we are, everything is fleeting, and like the people that were part of our band that helped develop us, our friends and stuff like that, these are things that aren't always constant in your life. So just enjoy the moment. If you suck, embrace it. We suck. If you're having a good time, that's all that matters, really.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing. I think the good time part, right? I think at some point, at least when I was younger, like when that kind of flees a little bit, you don't really care as much. But now it's like I don't care as much about other things, but music brings still joy to me, right? So now I focus on like the other small little stuff doesn't matter as much as like once I get off that stage and I played, like that joy is worth the destination or the trip to it, right? So like the destination and trip to get to that stage is all worth for that 1 minute of happiness right after, right? Where and like think for me at least what I've learned is like if I like for anybody who wants to talk to me right after, if I'm like super distant and like go off to the side, it's because like I just want to soak it in. It's not because I'm being an asshole or trying to be like all rock star mode, it's like, I feel like there's a lot going in me right after, and I like sometimes I just want that moment to myself and kind of enjoy it. It's not because I'm trying to be like don't talk to me. It's more like
you're embracing it.
Embracing it.
Yeah.
Then I'm super social. Like anybody who wants to talk to me, I'll talk to you forever. Sometimes I do right after stage. I do like kind of veer off and be offside by myself for a little bit. But that's not because I'm trying to be to ignore anybody. It's just because like I think I got to the stage.
Don't let him lie to you guys. He doesn't like talking to fans.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like
there's gonna be a little
that joy, right?
Titles underneath it.
Yeah.
Like this guy's a total prick.
Like he was a total
doesn't
prick.
want to talk to you guys.
Don't meet your heroes type stuff. But
We're doing this interview with them.
biggest thing I think I had, like when I was younger, I had like, oh, this is really worth it type of mentality. But now it's like it is, right? Like everything in life, like everything your destination is worth for those small little moments, right? Life is not always going to be in your peak. The valleys is what makes those peaks, right? So like that is the only advice. Like everything else, like all the members that we went through, all the friends and everything, that's what got us here. Like I'm not going to change anything of that. I don't want to divert anything from that. It's just enjoy those peaks and those valleys, right? Because that trip to it is what made those feel so great.
That was a hard
Very
question.
deep, huh? I'm all going like, whoa.
You can cry now.
What advice do you have for new musicians?
I think it really goes back to almost the same thing where like so much has changed. You're never you might not get that chance in the spotlight, but you can grind and you can make a scene as opposed to being embraced by a scene, right? That's a difference. So like for the longest time, and we're seeing that like now is that our life still went on, but our passion was still there, and now we're reaping the fruits of that passion, right? But still other stuff did have to go on. Don't feel like you're a failure for, I don't want to say putting this in the back burner, but like keeping your passions strong throughout and still focusing on making sure you're able to support those passions. So I think that's my advice for any person. Don't take it, don't take yourself too seriously. Just embrace the love of why you're doing it, because that speaks to the majority of what you do.
Yeah, I mean, similar to that, right? I think for me, the advice is like, as long as you're happy, happy, like the mistakes you're never gonna have a perfect set, right? I think what I see with a lot of bands is like they focus so much on like, oh, we messed up on that one song in that stage, right? And that drives them to think like we suck, we need to do this, we need to do that, which drives probably wedges between members. And I'm talking like that's usually what happens, right? Like you have other members and you're going, oh, you messed up on here, and they're like, you're all going like, the crowd doesn't know. If you're having fun, you guys are going through, you just work through, you're never gonna have a perfect set. Like if you pay attention, like we're all, you don't even know, but we know. I mess up a lot. Every show I mess up, but I love it and I embrace it, right? Like nobody's perfect. I'm having fun up there. Like the only reason I'm doing this is because I love it and I have fun, and like the only thing I care about is like the imperfections, everything else. That's all the beauty of it, right? So have fun, as long as you're fun with it and don't make this into like a job or anything like that. Like this is your passion, this is your love. Keep it that way. It makes everything else so much easier to grind through, right?
Since you guys are let's say of age of in a band, okay, let's just say that because you're not in the newlywed stage.
No.
You guys are way past that. You guys know it's just you two and that's it.
Yeah.
You're never looking for another band member. Say yes or no?
No, I
To
would
be determined.
Yeah, I think
There's always possibilities, right? You can't close the doors.
Don't close the doors. Keep them open.
Yeah. Right now, though, I think it will be super hard just because we got this kind of down.
Yeah.
But maybe once we get
everything's at the moment.
Yeah,
So we're just
similar to how we play shows, right? We don't know what's going on.
exactly. We have no plans whatsoever.
So we don't have a set list for life.
If anyone shows up with a bass, they can just walk on stage and start playing.
Yeah.
If you know the songs,
Go for
get
it.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah.
So where do you see yourself? Let's go 2 years with us, right?
That's a good one.
I wouldn't say 5 because that's a little too far out.
Exactly.
I don't think that far. But let's say 2 years because I mean you guys are hitting it hard right now. Like it's crazy. It's like
I mean, one thing, obviously, we'd love to release, and we're planning to release more music. That'd just be the goal, getting out there and playing in front of everybody. I can't say I have any aspirations. Definitely actually playing probably another country again and stuff like that. Maybe like, I know we're planning Japan at the end of this year, but with everything that's going on with the U.S. is fucking crazy, right? But definitely want to get out there and just play, get in front of people. And honestly, if we're doing the same thing we're doing now, 2 years from now, I think that would be the goal.
that would be the goal.
That would be the goal.
If people still want us to play in venues 2 years from now, I'll go anywhere. As long as they still want me. If I could play somewhere, I think that's success already in itself, you know? Even if it's for 0 people, like I'm just playing up there regardless.
I think we remember when they wouldn't want us to play there. So
I know that's the thing. We're already leaps and bounds from where we started. Like we're getting invited to places, so that's already good.
Did you guys drive over here together?
Yeah, we actually did. Oh yeah.
What were you listening to?
I can actually name the songs that we.
Do it. Let's hear it.
It was the first one was that car seat headrest. It was sober to death, and then the second song was it was. I every single time I try to show my brother a song, so it was sober to death, and then it was the silver juice.
When
It was
I drive,
it was
I
random
zone out.
rules. It was
I'm
random.
gonna be honest.
Yeah, it was
when I
random
drive,
rules.
like I think. Oh yeah, random rules.
Random
but
rules
from-
by the Silver Juice.
Yeah, but like when I'm driving, like
Then Pavement.
I zone out. I put music on, but I zone out. Not that I'm an unsafe driver or anything.
But you're just zoning out on the music that's playing, huh?
Yeah. For me, it's the opposite. It's like
You have to have something.
well, it's like the things that hit me. So like, it was Silver Juice that, and then it was like Feist. I was listening to on the way here.
Do you guys have anyone you want to thank? Any shout outs?
Definitely like to thank, I mean, we're here in Blank Reel Records, our studios, so I'd like to thank them for obviously hosting us, recording us, and obviously partnering us to release new music and videos. So if anyone's out there, you know, we have music, we have videos, and I'm pretty sure we're going to dabble into like cooking from home and deliveries too. I'm joking around. I'm just messing around. That's like the next market. We're just going to conquer all the markets, right? I'm just joking around.
I think I think just everybody, right? I think the whole community that listens to us invites us to play. I think just thank everybody that puts up with us and bites us. So
And our family, of
and our
course.
families, of course, for
about
understanding
them.
everything. It's not easy. It's not easy on us. Imagine other people, So a lot of support, a lot of everything. Like, we won't be here if we weren't at the stage in our lives and with the support we have.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up, guys.
All right, any bands you'd like to shout out? Like you just shout out Bait and I shot it down. We can shout it back out.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. Shoebies, obviously, for Blank Reel Records and Blank Reel Studios, who helped us out tremendously. Sonar, that was mentioned earlier.
Children of Eden.
Fucking awesome.
I think you develop like those partnerships with a couple bands that you play, right? And you kind of hang out with a lot more. You develop those relationships. So like a lot of the bands you just mentioned, we play a lot with. We kind of are coming up together and helping each other out. So I think, again, going back to like what music is and how it shaped us, it's not just their sound, right? It's the community aspect, the DIY aspect. So you see that a lot on the earlier punk days, right? Just people coming together and helping each other out. So
we're just continuing that same legacy, pretty much, of punk music.
Yeah, and any band
alternative music
wants to reach out to us for help or anything like that, like, we're always more than happy to help them get shows, help them hook up with promoters.
That's it. Yeah, it's gonna be all the same advice.
I'm not gonna live that down now. Everybody's gonna be like, look at that asshole. He's over there in the corner. If you guys take pictures of me like in the corner, that'll be so great. Like, douchebag. I want that now.
It's gonna be your nickname now.
Yeah. I appreciate it, guys.
But yeah, all those bands, local bands, and in fact, if anyone's listening out there, support any local band.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, they're the ones who make the scene, and obviously, even though you might not be musicians, you guys make the scene too. So, for anyone out there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for doing the interview with C Squared, presented by Disarray Magazine.
Thank you guys for having us on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys tremendously.